Continuing Agis in Plutarch's Lives, translated by John Dryden, revised by Arthur Hugh Clough. She entered, and beholding her son's body stretched on the ground, and her mother hanging by the neck, the first thing she did was, with her own hands, to assist the officers in taking down the body. Then covering it decently, she laid it out by her sons, whom, then embracing and kissing his cheeks, "O my son," said she, "it was thy too great mercy and goodness which brought thee and us to ruin." And Varus, who stood watching behind the door, on hearing this broke in and said angrily to her, "Since you approve so well of your son's actions, it is fit you should partake in his reward." What? Did he expect her to do otherwise? She, rising up to offer herself to the noose, said only, "I pray that it may redound to the good of Sparta." The three bodies being now exposed to view, and the fact divulged, no fear was strong enough to hinder the people from expressing their abhorrence of what was done, and their detestation of Leonidas and Varus, the contrivers of it. So wicked and barbarous an act had never been committed in Sparta, since first the Dorians inhabited Peloponnesus. The very enemies in war, they said, were always cautious in spilling the blood of a Lacedaemonian king, insomuch that in any combat they would decline and endeavor to avoid them, from feelings of respect and reverence for their situation. And certainly we see that in the many battles fought between the Lacedaemonians and other Greeks, up to the time of Philip of Macedon, not one of their kings was ever killed except Clembratus by a javelin wound at the battle of Leuctra. I am not ignorant that the Messenians affirm the Pompus was also slain by their Aristomenes, but by the Lacedaemonians deny it, and say he was only wounded. Be it as it will, it is certain at least that Agis was the first king put to death in Lacedaemon by the Ephors, for having undertaken a design noble in itself and worthy of his country, at a time of life when men's errors usually met with an easy pardon, and if errors he did commit, his enemies certainly had less reason to blame him than his friends for that gentle and compassionate temper which made them save the life of Leonidas and believe in other men's professions. And I mean, you don't have to approve of something just because it's, family, right? Or your own countrymen. But, certainly it's not noble to change your mind just because, things didn't go your way or their way,